2014 was a fantastic year for netball in Victoria, with growth and success across participation, game development and high performance areas. What did success look like for us in 2014? The Victorian netball family continued to grow for the 6th year in a row, with 111,257 registered members. In addition, we ran a range of programs that had the following number of participants: 61,963 in schools, 10,380 in team registrants, 5,000 in come and try, 2,058 at clinics and camps, 1,400 at inclusion programs, making a total of 192,058 participants in Netball Victoria programs in 2014. We congratulated many of our talented Victorian athletes on state, national and international selections and titles. The Melbourne Vixens were crowned premiers of the ANZ Championship for a second time in the competition's 7-year history. 10 Victorians were selected in the Australian Diamond squad, with 7 of our athletes part of the Commonwealth Games gold medal team, and 3 athletes selected in the Australian Fast 5 Flyers. The Victorian Fury went through the Australian Netball League season undefeated and were crowned premiers for the 2nd consecutive year, a 5th premiership in the 7-year history of the league. The 17 and under Victorian state team won the National Netball Championships, whilst our 19 and under and 21 and under sides both came away with a silver medal. 27 Victorian athletes were selected in the Australian teams and squads. We saw the Melbourne Vixens continue to develop and enhance the sport of netball. 45,387 people came to cheer on the Vixens at our home games, including the final series. An average of 5,673 Vixens fans showed their support on match days by attending the home and away rounds, the highest of any team in the league. 8,006 enthusiastic fans streamed through the gates at Hisense Arena to see the Melbourne Vixens defeat the West Coast Fever in our highest 2014 regular season match attendance. 9,345 patrons attended the 2014 ANZ Championship Grand Final at Hisense Arena. Our membership tally set a new record of 2,927 members, with an average of 1,680 attending each regular home game during the season. The Melbourne Vixens were the 2nd most watched team in the ANZ Championship, with 1,386,000 television viewers, ranked only behind the Queensland Firebirds, who had one extra finals match. Our aggregate audience rose by 15% across Australian broadcast platforms. Over 39,000 people followed the Melbourne Vixens on Facebook, with 12,000 on Twitter and 11,000 on Instagram, the highest across all digital platforms of all 10 teams in the ANZ Championship. In 2014, we introduced NVTV, a digital platform for all of Netball Victoria programs and competitions, including filming of 282 Victorian Netball League games. We continue to train and develop our Victorian coaches and umpires to be world class in their field. Our Victorian Fury coach, Christy Kepich-Birrell, and 17 and under Victorian state team coach Lisa Gallard led their respective sides to undefeated national championship titles. 190 participants attended the 2014 Netball Victoria Game Development Conference. The Melbourne Vixens and Australian Netball League locker room experiences continued to provide developing elite coaches with the opportunity to observe high-performance coaches in action. 543 umpiring badges were awarded in 2014. 1,411 umpires attended National Level 1 courses delivered across Victoria. We continue to help grow and support our associations, leagues and clubs to be sustainable, self-sufficient and successful. Regional roundtable forums were held at 12 sites across Victoria. We continue to develop our inclusion program, Netball for All, as we work to increase the number of associations with all abilities teams and increase participation amongst people for whom netball is not a traditional sport. Our Victorian All Abilities team, supported by Independence Australia, won their 2nd consecutive Mari Little OAM Shield. Sadly, the wonderful work of Mari Little will now live on in spirit as she passed away at the conclusion of the tournament. We had a record number of ANZ Net Set Go members, with over 15,000 children aged between 5 to 10 years participating in Tier 1 and Tier 2 programs and competitions. We partnered with Sports Education and Development Australia to deliver netball in schools to over 15,000 students across Victoria. The Country Football Netball program provided over $2 million in funding towards 30 football and netball facility projects valued at over $9.3 million, with over $1 million to 11 facility projects that directly benefited netball. Over 100 associations and leagues actively participated in our annual Association Development Day. Netball Victoria recruited and based regional development managers and coordinators in 3 regional sites: Geelong, Bendigo and Morwell. These teams help drive the growth of netball participation and facilities in the western, northern and eastern regions of our state. We welcome Victoria University as major partner of the Melbourne Vixens for the next 5 years, the first partnership between an elite female sports team and university. International charity WaterAid joined forces with the Melbourne Vixens at the conclusion of the 2014 season, and we are excited to work together to improve the lives of young females within our communities. We celebrated success with the inaugural 2014 Sherelle McMahon Medal. This award recognises the Melbourne Vixens' most valuable player and was won by Jima Mentor. We celebrated the career of Catherine Cox, one of the greatest netballers in the history of our sport, who retired from elite netball after winning the 2014 premiership with the Vixens.
Sadly, we farewelled 2 leading figures in our netball community.
Bert Gordian, a dedicated and admired netball administrator, and Myrtle Bayliss, a Netball Victoria Life member and Australian Netball Hall of Fame member, who represented Australia in both netball and cricket. They will both be greatly missed. We look forward to achieving even greater success and building a stronger Victorian netball community in 2015 and beyond.